Okay, so to start with your tree, you wanna get rid of the cube. Actually, let's just get rid of everything. Alright, and now what you wanna do is actually, well, you wanna keep the cube, I guess. So keep the cube, go into edit mode or modeling, right? Same thing. And then click M and merge at center. Now we have this single vertex, right? So we're gonna go into X view or the x-axis view, go back to editing or modeling, right? And just do this to make sure, right? Hold left click and drag so that you make sure you have your dot select or vertex selected, right? So now what you want to do is basically build the skeleton of the tree. So what I mean by that is, let's say if I press E to extrude, or you can press this button over here, extrude region, right? If I pull it up, I can pull it up right here, right? I got that base, and then start a branch that way, start a branch this way, have a tiny branch there, have a tiny branch that way, another one right up there, right? Yeah, so let's just use this for now, right? So have the skeleton of your tree. Right now it's flat, so what you want to do is click on Y, or you don't have to click on the Y axis view, but it's really up to you. So just grab one of the vertices that you want to move and just pull it back. So for this base part, I'm gonna pull this part back. So I'll pull everything else back along with it. And then let's take this tiny branch, pull it forward. This other one that way. This one a little forward. Alright. This one I'll pull forward. Same thing with this branch. Pull forward. Not too much, so still looks nice. Let's pull it around that way. Alright, so now you have your skeleton, right? So what you want to do is make sure you have this selected, and then go down to the little wrench icon or modifiers. Click that, click add modifier, and if you don't see it right away, scroll down in this second section where it says generate and click on skin. As you can see, we have now it kind of looks like a tree. So what you want to do is, now that you have this, now it's not going to look how you might imagine it to, but we're going to go into modeling mode, right? We're going to click this little button right here, toggle X-ray, or Alt Z as a shortcut. Right, so now you can see your lines and vertices. Right, so now you can just adjust it so that it looks better. I can do this. This one's too close, so pull this one out. Pull this one out. Yeah, so this looks good. So, but now you might be thinking, well, it seems too thick, right? It's like the branches are the same size as the base. That doesn't make sense, right? So what you want to do is go into modeling mode, right? And then what you want to do is Control A, right? I would suggest you, assuming you have this like second part right here, right? I would suggest you grab everything at the top, from the middle to the top. Control A, and then now you just scale it down, right? If I wanted this branch right here to be smaller than the rest, I just do Control A and scale it down. Same thing goes if I want to scale this one down, let's do Control A and scale it down, right? And you can still move it around if you need to. There you go. Right, this base I'll scale it up a bit. Same thing, this middle part, I'll scale it up just a smidge. Right, and make sure you untoggle X-ray so you can actually see how it looks. So now you have your base, but it looks like a dead tree in the winter, right? So now what you want to do is you gotta make the the leaves, right? And since we're going for a low poly look, we're not gonna make like actual leaves like you see outside. assuming you have trees outside. I don't know where you live, so yeah. But so what we're gonna do is add a icosphere, right? This is up to you. If you click on this bar that's down here, assuming you don't touch anything else, you can change the subdivisions, so it gives it more of a low poly look, but personally I don't like it, so I leave it at 2. Right? So now all you have to do is just press G or use this move tool. I prefer G because it's more like accustomed to where your mouse is, but just grab it and put it to the edge of one of your branches. Right, you're gonna have to look around a bit, do like a whole 360 view so you can see, make sure it fits the way you want it to. Scale it down. Right. For this one I'm gonna scale it down, but scale it down to your liking. Scale it down like that. And then I'll do Shift D to duplicate, put it down to this one, and I'll do Shift D again and put it onto this branch. Alright, just like that. And just like a little tip for coloring. Now you can use whatever color themes you want, but one that I prefer, or one that I like, is this one. So what we're gonna do is get like an orange kind of color, and then on this bar I'm gonna pull it down so it looks like a brown, something like that. It depends what kind of tree you're looking for. If you're trying to go for a pine tree, then you might want a darker shade of brown. If you're going for a regular oak tree, you might want a lighter theme. Right, and then for the leaves, just click on that, go down to materials, click new, and then let's do something a light green. Let's just say a light green, right? You don't want anything too like exact or just like have it pop out, right? So let's get a light green, something like that. And a style that I prefer, this is obviously up to you, is have 2 different colors. So I made one previously for a different project. It's just a personal thing, right? And then so I used green and yellow, or like a yellow lime leaves, right? So get like a lime or yellow color. And then another tip that can be used for anything, if you want to copy an exact color, rather than using the color picker, because that's not that exact, because as you can see in this color view mode, there's kind of its own lighting. So like if I let's say I wanted to use this one, right? If I grab the color picker, if I click this darker side, I'll get a darker color. But if I click on this lighter side, I'll get a lighter color, right? So little tip to get an exact color is click on the object you want to copy the color from, right? Click on this bar right here and click on hex, right? This is basically like the coding for the color. Think of it like that, right? So just copy that, paste it in, and then obviously go to hex, paste it to the object you want to copy to, and then hit enter, and there you go. So yeah, this is how you make a low poly tree in Blender. And yeah, I hope this helps. Let me know if you've used this in any projects, and yeah. So make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.